no undue effect felt, I think, on that far side for Whaley. Good ball forward. And still Leeds dilly-dallying at the back, and there's Nugent with a rifled effort just past the corner of the upright and crossbar and behind, but that was Leeds giving the ball away, and Preston almost taking full advantage of it. Alexander does very well to get that ball back to Nash, who can play it away left-footed, manages to do so. Down this right flank it goes for the defending. Kelly doesn't do particularly well there, and Pugh and Nugent down the left-hand side. Can they exploit that? They can, with Nugent cutting in, playing a good right-footed ball. There's Dichio, and there's a great goal for Preston North End. A fantastic ball from the left-hand side from David Nugent, and Dichio nods in his 4th in 3 home games. It's Preston 1, Leeds United 0. 8 men back in the last quarter of the field for Leeds. I don't think there's that many Preston players forward. Preston launching the ball into the centre. Nugent's in there with the header. It's across the face of goal. No real power there. And out for a goal kick. So the Graham Stack, dubbed the Pumpkin, launches the ball forward. It's in his fantastically coloured kit. It is Halloween after all. Ball down the right-hand side, and look at the pace of Nugent cutting into the centre. He got it on the front post, he's got support in the middle, but it's knocked into the back of the net. And Preston have 2-goal lead here. I think it was Pugh coming through the centre, who's just missed sight at the last moment. But Preston have a 2-goal lead, and it is all too easy for the home side.
He's come out absolutely flying so far, and absolutely perfect start. I mean, all that's missing from his game is a goal, but there's no reason why he can't get on the score sheet tonight the way he's playing.
Here he is now, controlling the ball and laying it off with style down that left-hand side. McKenna plays a good ball through the centre. Pugh's running out comes Stack. Pugh gets there first and brings Pugh down. The referee says no free kick, and protestations from Pugh go completely ignored by the referee. They're just looking a bit piecemeal in their attacks now.
I mean, that's obviously good news for us, but I mean, we've come out absolutely flying. All the players are buzzing.
I just interrupted. David Nugent tries a long shot from just outside the area, and it's just over the crossbar. But as you were saying, Neal, it's a bit stop-start from the visitors.
And we've done that, and just kind of killed the game for the time being, which is great news.
Good ball forward from Pugh. Skipping in at the back is Nugent. Can he force a cross into the centre? Twisting and turning, trying to work it into the middle. Lays it off. It's a good ball for Sedgwick. He can't line up a shot. McKenna gets it, but he lashes his shot just wide from distance, and it's harmlessly behind for a goal kick. Halloween, of course. It's not been an entire horror show for Leeds just yet, but we shall see by the end of the evening if any more goals are put past the Pumpkin away to our left-hand side. And all orange this evening. Graham Stack for the visitors. There's McKenna. Out to Hill, back to McKenna, switches play out wide. Great stuff this from Preston, so confident on the ball, laid off, pulled back right-footed in the centre. Can Nugent get on the end of it? He pulls it back. There's Sedgwick with a low effort, saved by Stack, but does it fall to Dichio? It does. Can he pull it back into the centre? Stack is stranded, the ball back into the middle, but it's going to go behind for a corner. But really, Preston lining up to try and turn that ball behind, and agonisingly, Dichio just couldn't quite turn it back into the centre near the right as we look at it. Practice this as the ball knocks into the centre again, headed down the middle. That's a good save by Stack, low down. Preston still with the ball, works into the centre from Chilvers, comes back out. Will Sedgwick try his luck? He can't get the ball to sit kindly for him. Nugent can't get hold of it, and it is catastrophic because Leeds have been lacking in ideas. No real shake-up with the formation as I can see from the visitors in the second half. I thought myself they might take more off and change it around a little bit, but Preston come away down the right-hand side in the meanwhile as Alexander plays a great ball through the legs of the Leeds defender in towards the centre from Whaley, and turned into the back of the net by that man David Nugent, who is on fire. He's set up 2 and now he's converted the 3rd, and that's what we were talking about. A great start to the second half. Preston lead by 3-0. And the ball goes out of play for a throw-in, which Eddie Lewis will take. Leeds getting a bit more possession now. It's brought in by Blake across the edge of the area. There is a right-footed effort which Nash has to save, but fairly comfortably. Shaun Derry with the long-range effort, and I think You'll hear the ironic cheers around Deepdale. That is the first shot on target for the visitors, really. Carlo Nash getting a bit of a hand warmer. The man who is going off is Danny Pugh, and on comes Lewis Neal to give it a bit of width down that left-hand side again. Neal, he always makes an impact on proceedings.
Good having someone for the side, and hopefully Louis can come on.
Free kick swung into the centre. Dichio's there, but it's just past the far post. Headed down by Chilvers, and Dichio almost got his second of the game, and at the end it just bounced agonisingly just a foot or so wide of that far post, but could have been the fourth, Neal. And down this left-hand side, Preston trying to get hold of the ball as Leeds take it from the left in towards the centre, and then switch flanks to the right-hand side to bring the ball over the halfway line. Derry has it in the middle, plays it again back down this left flank for Lewis. Lewis with support in front of him, finds his man outside him on this left side in Cresswell. Cresswell getting a less than warm welcome from Preston fans all evening. He's back towards the far post, and there is a goal from former Preston favourite David Healy to make it Preston 3, Leeds 1. Leeds have had more possession in this second half. They don't really deserve to get that goal, but not have a nervous last 10 minutes. Ball forward, and Preston growing in, well, Leeds rather growing in confidence as Healy tries a long-range effort which Nash has to palm round the far post, and well, concentration needed here, Neal. Don't want to let themselves down in the final throws of this game. Hill gets underneath it, heads it away, but Preston have it in Blake. Blake cutting in towards the edge of the box. It was a good tackle, as Neil Mellor pointed out, from Graham Alexander. Whaley with two white shirts in the centre finds the first in Paul McKenna, and he plays it across towards that far side. Nugent's out wide, Dichio's in the centre. Lewis Neal's shot takes a deflection, and into the back of the net it goes. It wasn't deliberate, but he won't care. It's 4-1, and Neal's deflected shot re-establishes that 3-goal lead. Preston 4, Leeds 1, and Neal, well, a little bit of luck, but it will certainly ease fears of a nervous last 10 minutes here at Deepdale. Now they're on the break with Ormerod, and there's the final whistle from the referee. In the end, it was a very accomplished performance by Preston North End, very comfortable indeed. They took the lead through a Daniel Dichio goal. It was Nugent who played him in with a great run down the left-hand side. Nugent it was down the right for the second, who played it into the centre and found Pugh. Deservedly so, Nugent got on the score sheet with the third after a Simon Whaley down the right emulated his former Bury teammate with a run down the flank and a ball into the centre. There was Nugent to tuck it home. A slight scare with a David Healy consolation goal with 10 minutes left to go for Preston, but they came through it with honours in the end with a deflected Lewis Neal goal that put the right complexion back onto this game. They were good for at least the 3-goal cushion. They could have had more. It's finished Preston 4, Leeds 1.